Ladies and gentlemen, exactly 1 year ago, a regular passenger Boeing 777 of Malaysian Airlines, flight MH17, was on the route from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur. 283 passengers, 15 members of the crew, citizens of the 10 countries, 80 children, 3 of them toddlers under the age of 2, doctors, scientists, politicians, civil activists, daughters, sons, grandfathers and grandmothers, spouses. Unfortunately, this civilian aircraft and 298 people on board become a target of the ruthless terrorist attack launched from the territory occupied by Russian-backed militants in the east of Ukraine. A highly technological weapon with which aircraft was shot could have come into hands of the terrorists only from Russia. It would not have happened without a participation, without a direct order from the highest political and military leadership of the neighboring state. Exactly a year ago, a camouflage of the ugly hybrid war launched against Ukraine was taken off. The Ukrainian people took this catastrophe as a personal tragedy. A year ago, thousands of Ukrainians expressed their definite protest against the terrorist. Ukrainians voiced support and sincere condolences to the family and beloved ones of the victims. With the tears in their eyes, they brought flowers and toys to the embassies of the Netherlands and other nations who suffered the most. Today, our people recall this tragedy and share the grief and sorrow of the families who lost their loved ones. Hardly anyone can feel for the families of the victim of the MH17 flight more than Ukrainians. Due to Russia's aggression, we have thousands of Ukrainians who lost their lives, thousands of people have been wounded, many Ukrainian cities and villages are destroyed. More than 1.5 million Ukrainians had to leave their homes and flee for safety. We believe that we have enough strength to stand against the enemy. With the support from all 3 nations of the world, we have enough strength to overcome it. The bits of Donbass, the entire Crimea, will be back in Ukraine. We will resurrect everything that has been destroyed, and we will mend our wounds. And in the fields of the Ukrainian village of Grabovo, there will be a memorial for 298 innocent victims of the barbarian act of terrorism which took place a year ago. The memorial to the victim of the crime, a crime which not only needs to be investigated, but punished for. Our moral duty to honor of the memory of the fallen ones is to ensure a fair punishment for those guilty in endowing the aircraft. This crime represents a threat to the whole international community. Justice has to be restored, and the readiness to defend the basic values to be demonstrated. This is an act of atrocity, cannot be forgiven by anyone in the modern world. Recently, together with Australia, Belgium, Malaysia and the Netherlands, Ukraine asked the UN Security Council to establish an international criminal tribunal to those responsible for the crime connected on endowing the aircraft. Just as in the course of the past year, Ukraine is ready to continue to provide all the support, information necessary to bring those responsible to justice. A year ago, we made an oath that those responsible for the tragedy would be punished. Those are not empty words. The murderers should know that the punishment is inevitable.